Hey guys, this is Stephanie from My 7 Words, and today I want to talk about reality, because the more I experience things I didn't believe in, or things that I judged, or things that I didn't know of, the more I realize that there are so many more realities than what I initially thought. And second, I started to think that it's not that I'm living in multiple realities. It's just I'm expanding my own. I'm creating my own. And basically now I got to the stage after years and years of self-development that I'm just open to new experiences, and I don't form an opinion before I have personal experience with it. Just because someone told me so, it doesn't make it my reality, it makes it theirs. So even if I have a feeling that it might not be something for me, okay, of course there is a limit, but if I feel that this could teach me something, this could benefit me, I say yes. I try it out, and later I can still decide, okay, I don't want this to be my reality. It's not something that I resonate with, so I'm not gonna keep practicing whatever I tried. So for example, right now I'm in Mexico, Playa del Carmen. This is my winter home. And here reality is completely different to the one I experienced in Europe. Of course, every country, every culture, they all have different aspects. And here, what really stands out is that it's a very spiritual place. This is where I get to try different healing techniques and shaman ceremonies and ancient realities, and engage with a world that is so different to what I was raised in. You know, the Western culture is pretty much disengaged from the ancient knowledge, but here you can find it. And then the first time I was here, oh, little squirrel. The first time I was here, I could feel it. I could feel that this is the place to be, and this is the word I wanted to learn about. And the word turned out to be something that was a source of happiness. And I found myself here. I found energies, techniques, people, point of views, word views that really resonated with, let's say, the new me, or an improved version of me. So now when someone comes here, like for example, now I just led an excursion, my own excursion. It is about exactly what I'm telling you, is to open yourself up to different realities. And there were people here who never heard about shamans, who never heard about energies, who never heard about different universes and all those things that even I haven't experienced, but there's a knowledge here and I'm here to learn. And because I went through some of my own things, and I could talk from that, and I always tell people, don't believe a word I'm saying unless you experienced it yourself, because just because I'm telling you, it's not your reality, it's mine. And whatever's true to me, it is not necessarily true to you. And I meet a lot of people who think I believe it when I see it. But I do the other way around. I see it when I believe it. Why? Because I create my reality from my heart. So for example, if I believe in myself and I can say, I am capable of running my own business, I am capable of getting clients, then it is a lot more likely that it's going to happen. Because if I don't believe in myself, what are my chances? Clients don't come by themselves, and businesses don't run themselves. So first I need to believe in me. So I create that reality. And I believe the same thing with everything. There are certain things I badly wanted to believe in because the theory of it was excellent. I loved it. I loved the idea of, for example, past lives and having this peace of mind, and I don't need to be afraid of death because it's just putting my physical body away, saying it goodbye, and then moving on and carrying on with my journey. And when people ask me, do you believe in past lives? I said, I don't know. I never really thought about it. I heard about it, but since I don't have any experience with it, I can't say that I am a believer. I would love it to be true. So then I started experimenting with it. I've done techniques, I've done my own trips to my past, And since I traveled a lot of my previous lives, and I'm not gonna go into too many details, but I experienced what I did. And to me, it was enough proof that in my reality, this exists. So what did I learn from this? I learned to let go of my fear, let go of stress, and I have a brand new perspective of reality and life in general. So it benefited me. I feel that I became a more complete person. I feel like I'm more engaged in this life. And does it have to be a universal truth? No. Am I harming anyone by believing in this? No. So it is my reality, and I'm fine with it. And I don't need anyone to prove it to me. I don't need science to prove it, because this is also something that I thought about it a lot. So we have science, and I have so many things that I believe in that is science related, but I don't blindly believe in it all, because human understanding is limited. So for example, you perceive certain frequencies of sound, and we know because of science there is a lot more frequencies that we can't hear. But for example, animals can. We can pick up the signal, we can pick up the frequency, but we can't hear it. So we know it's true even though we can't perceive it. Same thing with colors. So what if there are multiple realities that we can't perceive but it's there? What if science can't perceive it either, because our brain is limited to the world that we live in. We can understand the things that our brain is capable of understanding. But I feel like with my heart, with my belief, I can travel further. I can experience more, because my brain doesn't need to make sense of it. Not everything has to make sense. Something is just is. Something is just there. And using science as a tool to understand something that was not supposed to be understood by it, then I think it's not the best approach. This is why I just let go of all these limitations and say, anything is possible. And if someone tells me that they traveled through space and time, through meditation or whatever, and they saw whatever they saw, it is true to them. Who am I to say it's not true? I wasn't there. It's not my experience, so it could be true. I think as long as I'm not harming anyone, as long as I'm not manipulating anyone, and I'm living my own truth and it's benefiting me, who cares if it's universal or not? So I do choose this path of spirituality because it makes me, I think, a calmer, a better person, more positive. I feel more complete. So this is why I think we all have our own realities. Because I do something that feels right to me, it doesn't necessarily feel right to you, and the other way around. I do think that as long as we keep an open mind and we let things come to us and we experience them, then we can build our reality however we like. But without personal experience, why say that it's not true? Be open, try it, feel it, practice it. And if it still doesn't bring you the reality or the truth, then don't go with it. Go with something else. There are so many things that we need to experience in life in order to understand it. But we all have a different understanding. I live in my own world and you live in your own. I hope I gave you something to think about. If you have any great experiences, I would love you to share it. And have a great reality for today.